Going big, going bigger. Postmates.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Houston Texans. This is taken near the 13. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. 87 yards, the official distance on the kickoff return, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Murray now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Murray looks to throw again, second and 10. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Johnson, the intended target. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Check. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Watch the air.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carlos Watkins showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. To try again after the sack. Tannehill, it's caught. Smith, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. CD, look at this clock and scoreboard. We're less than a minute into this game, and they've already made 2 trips to the end zone.
So that means that someone's confidence is absolutely soaring right now. There's almost no slowing them down. On the flip side, now you've got to get together. You've got to talk to each other. Make sure you stay tight, stay focused as a team. Yeah, it's a quick blitz, but you can get back in this game if you don't let it get away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. From the 24, Murray. He gets this one to Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jayon Brown in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Let's go! You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray going deep for a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on his teammate.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 30 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Crouch. Check. He's crouching. He's checking crouch.
Here's Johnson. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to a sack back at the 16-yard line. Harold Landry in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. And this has no chance. It's no good, well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Bravo!
From the 25 on 2nd down, Tannehill. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And that's complete. It's Green here. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Green with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. Normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with his 16th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Check 55, Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Whitney merciless. Gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Vic Beasley has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. A 1st down carry for Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill finding Green complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Complete. Richardson has it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Tannehill. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Ryan Tannehill as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
Go!
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
55. Let's go.
Tannehill on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now from Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 20. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Set 30 base. Check 55. Leo. Hey. Watch it.
Again, it's Henry. Henry fighting for the marker. But I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here's Tannehill trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans! Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill as his guys continue to pour it on. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Got it. Come on, God, 55. You're out. Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Check it back. Check it back.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're gone.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Pick it up. Mike, hey, Orbit.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still... And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And a catch made by Hopkins. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Switch.
Now Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Boy, it's the same old song, isn't it? And right now, this one doesn't sound too sweet. They've been thoroughly outclassed so far. And there's another tackle for a loss.
Yeah, that's something that we've said quite a bit in this game. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They begin with Henry. And he's got some space here. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 51 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, the hook up on the right side to Hopkins. That catch good for 5. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the shit. Check 37. Check 37.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Texans are able to make things a bit more respectable. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
first down carry here for Johnson. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard
Young Trip
line.
is here, baby. Young Trip is here.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 40 now on second down, Murray. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They'll run it again with Henry. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with third and just a couple.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the